Namaskar. So in last lecture we discussed PLC components, then PLC operations, then PLC communications. So in this lecture we will discuss the discrete control of PLCs and PLC programs and PLC ladder diagrams in detail. So let us discuss the discrete control process. So what is discrete control process? So control systems that operate on parameters and variables that change at discrete moments in time or at discrete events, usually 0 or 1, on or off, open or close. So these are called discrete process controls. So sensors, limit switch are used for contact or no contact type, then photo detector on or off type, then timer on, timer off. So these are discrete process control devices. In case of actuators, motors, on motor or off motor, then valve is closed or valve is opened, then clutches engaged or disengaged. So these are examples of discrete process control. Okay, in last video also we discussed difference between discrete control and continuous control. Okay, so there are different categories of discrete control. So first is logic control and second is sequencing control. So logic control is event driven changes and sequencing is time driven changes. So in logic control, a switching system whose output at any moment is determined exclusively by the values of inputs. Means there is no memory. Whatever the input value, it is considered. It depends on input value. There is no memory, no operating characteristics that depends on time. Also called the combinational logic control. So this is event driven change. Then here the logic gates are used. All of you know what is logic gate in electronics. In electronics you study different types of logic gates. Or BEE in basic electrical and electronics subject you might study this different logic gates. There is a AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate, NAND gate or NOR gate. Means what? AND output means 1 if all input equal to 1 or otherwise 0. OR means output equal to 1 if any input is 1, otherwise it is 0. And NOT means if output is 1, if single input is 0 and vice versa. And NAND means combination of and NOT, and NOR it is a combination of OR and NOT. So we'll discuss these gates in detail. You can see the following circuits. The first leftmost circuit, you can see the X1 and X2 circuits are open. Then you will not see the lamp. If X1 is closed and X2 is closed, both X1 and X2 is closed, then only you can enlight that lamp. It is a AND, means all inputs are 1, then only output is 1. Otherwise it is 0. If X1 is 0 and X2 is 1, then output is 0. If X2 is 1 and X1 is 0, then also output is 0. This is an AND gate. The first leftmost circuit is AND gate. It is a AND gate. And the middle circuit, that is a parallel. X1 and X2 are shown parallel. Either X1 is on or X2 is on. You will enlight, the light is on. Okay, means even X is 1, then means input X1 is 1, output is 1. Or X2 is 1, output is 1. It's a OR gate. either first input or second input is 1, you will get output equal to 1. Otherwise it is 0. If no input is 1, means no, all inputs are 0, then output is also 0. So this is about OR gate. And third one is example of NOT gate. Third one is example of NOT gate. Then with the example of Boolean algebra truth table, we can understand the AND functions. So you can understand in better manner. So AND function, so y equal to x1 x2, product of x1 x2. Let x values 0 0 1 1, x2 value 0 1 0 1. So if both x and y are 0, then y equal to 0. If one of the x1 or x2 are 0, then y equal to 0, as it is a product. Okay, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0. And the last row, x1 is also 1 and x2 is also 1. So 1 into 1 equal to y, that is 1. So this is a AND function, gives the product of input signals. It is a product of input signals. So this is a AND function. It is expressed in Boolean algebra. Okay, it is shown in truth table. You can see these tables on your screen. Then second one is OR function. OR function means either x1 or x2 are 1, then output is 1. Means here you will get y equal to the summation of x1 x2. So y equal to x1 plus x2. If both x1 and x2 are 0, you will get y equal to 0. But if x1 is 1 and x2 is 0, then you will get y equal to 1. If x1 is 0 and y2 is 1, you will get y equal to 1. If both x1 and x2 are 1, then also you will get y equal to 1. And this is the expression of OR function. Then NOT function. NOT function is expressed as y into x1. So here, so it is a exponential. Okay, it is a reverse of the given values. If x1 is given, then y equal to reverse of x1. So if x1 is given 0, then output is 1. And if input is given 1, then output is 0. So it is the inverse of. Okay. Then NAND. NAND is a combination of NOT and AND. NOT and AND. NOT and AND. So it is a combination of NOT and AND. So here, if x1 is 0 and x2 is 0, so you can see the AND, the value is 0. But reverse of 0 is 1. That's why y equal to 1. And it is called NAND. Okay. If x1 is 0, x2 is 1, then for AND it is 1. For AND it is 1. No, for AND it is not 1. As both x1 and x2 is 1, then only it is 1. For AND it is 0. And reverse of that 0 is 1. Third is x1 is 1, x2 is 0. So for AND function, if both are 1, then only 1. Otherwise it is 0. So AND function is 0. So reverse signal of AND is NAND. So it is a 1. And the last is 1. x1 is 1. x2 is 1. So AND result is 1. So reverse of that 1 is 0. So NAND result is y equal to 0. Okay, it is the opposite of AND function, is a NAND function. Okay, you find the values of AND function and you will get the reverse result of that AND function, that is a NAND function. If 1 is there in AND, you take 0, and if 0 is there, you can take 1 in case of NAND. Then NOR is a combination of NOT and OR. NAND is a combination of NOT and NOR is a combination of NOT and OR. So if input is x1 is 0 and x2 is 0, or the result is either any of 1 is there, then result is 1, but here both are 0, result is 0 for OR. But NOR is reverse of OR, that's why it is a 1. Then second, x1 is 0, x2 is 1, so either of x1 and x2 is 1, or result is 1. So y equal to, for OR it is 1, but for NOR it is reverse of OR, that is a 0 signal. Okay, similarly the third row, you can say the x1 value is 1, x2 value is 0, so OR result should be 1. As OR is 1, NOR is a reverse or not of OR, that is 0. And if both x1 and x2 are 1, then result is 1 for OR and result for NOR is 0. Is it clear? So there are, now today we discussed the 4 functions and OR, total 5 functions, and OR, NOT, NAND, or NOR. So 5 functions, logic gate functions we discussed, considering ladder diagram as well as Boolean algebraic truth tables. Okay, if you have any doubt, we will discuss in our interacting lectures. Okay, so these are some symbols, US symbols and ISO symbols for different gates. So the first symbol is an AND gate symbol, then OR gate symbol, NOT gate symbol, NAND gate symbol, and NOR gate symbol. See carefully, the small circle is there at the single tip before Y, which represents the NOT, NAND and NOR, which gives the reverse output. Okay, the opposite result gives by the NOT, and is a multiplication of 2 inputs, or is a addition of 2 inputs signals results, and NAND is a combination of AND and NOT, and NOR is a combination of OR and NOT. Okay, these are symbols for logic gates, and this is very easy. You can refer, we can use this in pneumatic circuits also, we use these gates. Okay, let us see some examples. Let us see one example. Write a Boolean logic expression for push button switch system below using following symbols. So x1 is start, x2 equal to stop, y1 equal to motor, and y2 equal to power to motor. So these are symbols. Okay, so let write a Boolean expression for push button switch. Okay, this is a question. You note down this question or take a screenshot of this question and try to solve, try to write the Boolean logic expression for push button switch. So the solution is, you can see, you first write down the same diagram and write down the Boolean truth table. Okay, see the symbols. The triangle gives which function? It is a NOT function, the NOR function. See the symbols, you remember the symbols. NOR function is there, NAND function is there, NOT function and OR functions. So here this triangle shows NOT function, then start x1, here it shows OR function, then power supply it shows AND function. Okay, and the motor is shown. Okay, several functions are shown. So according to this, you can write down the values in truth table. The start 1 is 0, stop is 0, then motor is 0 and power to motor is 0. Similarly, second is start is 0, stop is 1, then motor is 0 and power to motor is 0. So using these logic gates, you can write down motor and power to motor results. When start is 1 and stop is 0, then also motor and power to motor. Motor is 0 and power to motor is 1. When start is 1 and stop is 1, then motor is also 0 and power to motor is also 0. When start is 0 and stop is 0, then motor is on and power to motor is also on. So in this way you can write this expression in truth table. Understood? If you have any doubt, you can write in a comment box. We will discuss this problem in detail. Okay. Next example of sequencing we will discuss a switching system that uses internal timing devices to determine when to initiate changes in output variables. Outputs are usually generated open loop, no feedback that control function is executed. Sequence of output signals is usually cyclical, as in a high production work cycle. The signal occurs in the same repeated pattern within each regular cycle. So common sequencing devices are timer and counter. So timer provides output switches on or off at preset times, and counter counts electrical pulses and stores them. So these are sequencing devices, a switching system that uses internal timing devices to determine when to initiate changes in output variables. Okay, and sequence of output signal is usually cyclical, as in a high production work cycle a signal occurs in same repeated pattern within each regular cycle. Common devices are timer and counters. So let us discuss the ladder logic diagram. A diagram where logic elements are displayed along horizontal rungs. I think you studied the CNC programming, G code, M code. So each line is called as a block. Number of blocks, number of statements, number of instructions. Similarly here, each line is called rung, the horizontal rung. Okay. So the context, logical inputs, usually limit switches, photodetectors are used. Then loads are used. Outputs, for example motors, lights, alarms, solenoids are used. Then timers to specify length of delays. And then counters are used to count pulses. So several devices are mounted on these rungs. Okay, it is shown. So let us ladder logic diagram study. The first symbol A is a symbol is used for hydraulic component, that is normally open contact switch relay or on off devices. Then second B is a normally closed contact for switch and relays off. Then third C symbol circle, that is output loads, motor, lamps, solenoid, alarms are there. Then TMR, that is timers, these are timers. Then CTR represents counters, this is also output devices. Okay, these are some symbols used in ladder diagram. Let us see one example. Construct the ladder logic diagram for a NAND gate and NOR gate. Let us construct a ladder logic diagram for NAND gate and NOR gate. All of you know what is a AND gate, what is a NAND gate, what is a OR gate, and what is a NOR gate. So the first rung gives you the function of OR gate. So if both x1 and x2 are closed, then system is closed. Any one of the x1 and x2 is closed or open, then the system is open and no device will start. So output is 0 then. Okay. So let us solve this problem step by step. So let us write down x1 and x2 in columns and y equal to x1 into x2. This is inverse. Okay, the reverse of that. You know that if x1 x2 are 0, actual y is 0 for AND, for NAND it is 1. Either 0 and 1 for x1 and x2, the output is 0 for AND, and here for NAND it is 1. So you write down the NAND results for y. So if x1 or x2 remains open, then C coil is unexcited and C contact remains closed. Therefore Y is on. Y is on. If the x1 and x2 are closed, then C coil is excited and C contact is open and Y is off. Okay. So this is a design for AND gate. This is a design for AND gate. Now NOR gate. Now NOR gate. So for NOR gate, so write down x1 and x2 in parallel. Either x1 or x2 are open, then Y is open for OR, and for NOR it is reverse. Okay. So you write down this circuit. If x1 and x2 remains open, then C coil is unexcited and C contact remains closed, therefore Y is on. If x1 or x2 are closed, then C coil is excited and C contact is open and Y is off. Okay, in this way you can write down the solution for NAND gate and NOR gate. So this type of examples you can get in exam, and this is necessary to design a basic circuits. So let us note down few exercises for ladder programming. Let create a ladder logic diagram for push button switch. We'll see the solution. So here it is a push button switch, x1 plus y1 into x2. So this is a solution for push button switch. Okay. So you go through these problems. I will share the PPTs in your group. Also I will upload some notes on website. If you have any doubt, you can ask about these logic gates problems. Okay. Let us now discuss the programmable logical controller. It is a microprocessor based controller that uses stored instructions in programmable memory to implement logic, sequencing, timing, counting and arithmetic functions through digital or analog models for controlling machines and processes. So all of us know that how it is defined and what it contains. We discussed these things in last video also. So we also know the components of PLCs. So programming device is required, memory and processor is required, and input output model is required. Okay, these are some components of PLCs. If we compare the PLCs with relay controls, so programming a PLC is easier than writing a relay control panel. PLC can be reprogrammed. PLCs take less floor space. They are greater reliable and easy maintenance. PLC can be connected to computer systems. Means computer integrated manufacturing is possible with the help of PLCs. PLCs can perform greater variety of control functions. So the typical PLC operating cycles are, all of us know that input scan, program scan and output scan. So inputs are read by processor and stored in memory. Then program scan, the control program is executed. The input values stored in memory are used in the control logic calculations to determine values of outputs. Then output scan. Output values are uploaded to agree with calculated values. So time to perform the 3 steps varies between 1 to 25 milliseconds. So the PLC programming is a graphical language. A ladder logic diagram most widely used. Then function block diagrams, instructions composed of operation blocks that transform input signals. Then sequential function charts are also used. The series of steps and transitions from one state to the next. So some text-based languages are also used in PLC programming, that is instruction list. So it is a low-level computer language. It is not understood by all, as it is not higher level language. And structured text, high-level computer language. So these are different types of PLC programmings. Okay, we will discuss in detail in next. So the personal computers using soft logic, the sturdy enclosures for plant environment, membrane type keyboards, input output cards, the other hardwares to connect the machines and processes, windows for implementing controls, and soft logic software emulating PLCs. So personal computers using the soft logic of PLCs can be useful in industry. Okay, in today's lecture we discussed what is PLC, also we discussed the particular different logic gates, also we solved some logic gate problems. So basic types of logic gates are AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate and NOT gate. Okay, also we discussed the Boolean algebra and truth tables and how to write and draw the ladder programming and what are different types of functions. All these things we discussed today. Okay, if any part is remaining from our syllabus, we will continue in next lecture. Till then, thank you very much.